here at Hertz, and despite having a reservation for an hour and a half ago, they still don't have a car for us. So hopefully we'll have our Tesla soon.
That's right.
So they've got all of these Tesla wall connectors too. Oh, and it looks like J1772 also, so maybe for Polestars or something. Oh, it's the Tesla one. So they've got both combinations. Just no cars. All right, well,
Just what?
we are in what I would say is the exact opposite of the Tesla Model Y that we were expecting.
We still have to do like checkout and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We are here in a Jeep. What is this called?
Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Oh, we got manual seat adjustments. Okay. And mirrors are good. All right. So this is a the Jeep pickup, and it is an absolute beast. I hope I can get back out this way.
Yeah, you can. It's not that big of a beat. I don't think it's much.
It's just I don't know.
Yeah, we're good.
I just don't know how to judge where the back is.
There's a camera.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also
And there's also two separate gear knobs. One is like the drive select, and one is how many wheels you want to be in, all-wheel drive and stuff. And it appears that the roof comes off too, so you know we're gonna be checking that out.
Daddy, just focus on getting us out of here.
All right, so what an experience. So what happened was we had a Tesla Model Y booked through Hertz, and we got here and they didn't have any. And it's as simple as that. So they were not able to get one or like even kind of guarantee it because apparently people didn't bring them back last night, is what he said. So instead we have this. It's amazing. Like there must be a ton out because they have a million like chargers, the Tesla chargers here, but no Teslas. So we've got this instead. Our idea was to use the Tesla so that we would be making less of an environmental impact, but no such thing. All right, well we're on the move now. So we've got, it's actually pretty. Yes, it's actually pretty nice in here. I mean, the screen is very small, but you have CarPlay and Android Auto, which you don't get in a Tesla. What about this one?
Yes, this one.
Okay, what is it? Like that thing where it is like played. So you have CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got Sirius. And then, interestingly, all of the controls are like in the center here because the doors come off it as well.
At the light, use the right lane to turn toward gas, food, and cell phone lot and airport exit.
So we've got plenty of space in here, of course. Well, not so much on the inside, but I mean, it's comfortable enough on the inside. But we'd honestly be tight with.
Turn right.
The screen's not updating at all. We'd be a little bit tight with Arlo in here, but yeah.
So we're just honking.
But we've got the skis thrown in the trunk, which is nice, and
In the bed.
in the bed. Sorry.
Use the right terminology.
bed.
You're a pickup driver now.
Yeah. Toot toot.
Boys, look at the mountains.
And yeah, gorgeous views of the mountains. A beautiful day here. It always seems like it's a beautiful day when we get to Denver.
Yeah. Last year, remember, it was in the 70s. We were like sweating.
It's a mere 55. It feels warmer with the sun.
Oh, there we go.
So we're heading out to the mountains now.
For 53 miles,
And
continue straight.
nice. All right, CarPlay's working again. And okay, let's see if we can. See what our range is here. Okay, vehicle. Ooh, tires are low. Good, we can do some off-roading. It shows you the angle of each of the axles. I feel like it's either very windy or the alignment on this is terrible. Okay, we're getting 17.2 miles per gallon. Range is 351, so it's not that much more than the Model Y, and we're at full. This is terrible. We're bad people. We're ruining the planet just so we could have fun in this ridiculous
What else
vehicle.
were you going to get there?
We could have just sat and waited the rest of the day. All right, well, now we're G people. The thing is, after our Rivian...
We're getting a... Whoa, what is happening?
I was swerving.
We're getting a which
R1T?
Bronco.
Oh, Bronco? Oh, I would do a
boys.
Bronco, yeah.
Bronco comes out with electric Bronco. We're getting
Yeah, the second that's out. I mean, I'm pretty sure they announced it, but it's years away. And their wait list for that is going to be...
so far behind too.
Yeah.
Guys, look up. Do you see the planes taking off?
Yeah, but we were able to fit the ski bag and 4 suitcases in the bed.
There's room for more stuff.
And we could have fit a ton more in there. I think everyone's pretty excited about this. So unfortunately, we won't get to check out the superchargers or the chargers or anything, but we are at least meeting up our friends who have their ID4. All right, let's give it a little. Let's give it the beans. See how this thing takes off. I hope our skis don't fly out of the bed. Oh, she's a mover. Not a lot of power in here, honestly.
Well, okay, but not for nothing. Like, the rental car companies don't get the souped ups.
No.
Like, this is like base. This is base model.
Yeah. Okay. But I do like you have real gauges here, which is nice, and then there's a nice little screen in front of you, but it's got speedometer and all of the other information, which you do end up kind of missing in the Tesla, to be honest. Just like having the range and the media control, especially here, is nice. So like I can control Sirius and CarPlay and stuff from here. Oh, and we're up to 61 degrees now. We're gonna be popping the top off while we're driving. It looks like there's about 20 different clasps that we're gonna need to do. We are gonna do it. Absolutely. You've gotta live the Jeep lifestyle, dear. I think this front part is easy to take off. It's just the doors.
Maybe you could FaceTime with Carrie and he could.
Well, if it doesn't take 2 minutes, I'm not gonna. All right, what else do we feel about the Jeep? What are your impressions of the Jeep, dear?
It's fine. It's moving us. We've never had a Jeep before. This gets it out of my system.
Oh yeah, I think between our visit to Rivian and checking out the R1S and R1T in person, and now this. We might be changing our Rivian order from an R1S to an R1T. I think we're pickup people now, especially electric pickup people. No, the problem is we'd never fit our family in there.
We would. We just wouldn't fit anything.
What if we just do one of each?
You could fit the third row of the R1T. Like, they would fit across. It's just as wide as the R1S. I mean, it's just the passenger row.
Yeah.
The bed is the trunk space of the R1S, so it would fit. The only problem is a 2-row car doesn't work for us. A 2-row car doesn't work for us as the kids get older, because then they're gonna be like, "Hey, you're smelling, touching me."
Yeah.
No. We're already getting there with those two.
And I wonder if the altitude is affecting our efficiency and power too, because we're a mile high. In an electric car, you actually get slightly better efficiency at high altitude because there's less air resistance, so you're not losing efficiency from the aerodynamic or what do you call it? The drag. Whereas here, you're getting less oxygen into the engine, so it takes more. You get less power and you consume more gas.
My brain is I'm so tired that nothing that you said just made any sense to me.
I'm having a hard time too. Yeah. One thing that I wish you did have in here was the cameras, because the visibility out of the side is not great. A lot of blind spots. It's that famous Denver traffic.
Is it?
I don't know, just let y'all in here.
Well, in traffic.
Yeah, a little bit. It shouldn't be long, but it was only yellow on the map.
It's right here,
Okay.
but just for a little bit. It's just this little part until you bend around Denver.
All right, good. Time to take the top off.
Daddy.
What do you mean?
No,
Oh, it does just pop off. Okay.
Yeah, and you need a place to just put in the...
Yeah, you put it in the trunk. Oh, the Polestar over there. I was surprised. So I guess maybe Hertz doesn't. No, Hertz has Polestars, because in the Tom Brady commercials, there's a million Polestars. So, but they didn't have any Polestars there. But they had the Tesla connectors had Tesla plugs and non-Tesla plugs on it, so they must have non-Tesla EVs also. So I guess that even all the Polestars were gone. I mean,
there was the guy took the last 3 Series,
Model 3.
Model 3. And then they had that Y sitting there that said no keys.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming what happens with those when they no keys, people just take off with them? Like,
probably because it's the card. I bet like people just leave it in their wallet and stuff all the time. Accidentally.
Yeah.
He said it takes them over a week to get a new key. I could have used, asked, like, I don't know if you could, I doubt you can just like
no,
reprovision.
because you need the key to...
I asked him if they could do it through the app, because I said that I have the app already, like, can you just put it onto my thing? And he said they don't have any way to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, I mean, it's a lot of, like, part of the reason that it's hard and they can't just get the cars is they have a lot of custom software that Tesla actually helps with. So, like, when you do supercharging, it just bills directly to your card through Hertz, not to Hertz.
So that Hertz doesn't have to, like, pass it through to you?
Yep.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's
And
actually
then,
pretty smart.
same stuff with, like, the keys and, like, they have, like, custom software that locks you out of some of the stuff in the car. So, I mean, it would have been interesting. I was really looking forward to sharing a review of, like, the rental experience from Hertz, but, I mean, I guess it's not that exciting from a car perspective. It's the exact same car that we have, so wouldn't have been any different story there. At least this is something different and a new experience for us driving-wise. But, unfortunately, I can't tell you about the Hertz EV rental experience, because everybody else in the universe, I guess, is also interested in doing it. Okay, so let's feature-wise, cruise control, we have just regular cruise control, no, it's not even adaptive, no lane keep assist or anything like that. Certainly no autopilot in here. Yeah, other than that, we have lock and unlock buttons is about it. But we do have a heated steering wheel and heated seats though. 12 volts up here. No like actual outlet, which I didn't check in the bed. I wonder if there is one. Although I guess like this isn't really meant to be like a work truck, so probably not. All right, well I'm starting to get a headache, so see you in the mountains. We've got an Amazon Rivian van coming up here. That's the dirtiest Amazon Rivian van I've ever seen. Oh, that's a 4-panel one. That's a small one, or I guess it's a medium-sized one. I don't know if the other ones are, I swear I counted a 5-panel one that delivered from us, but I'll have to go back and look at the pictures. It was weird, like we had that one day when I saw like 3 of them in our neighborhood, and then we didn't see another one again for like 2 months. And then again I saw 3, it could be the same one driving around, but I saw 3 times.
Yeah.
We are passing, I recognize this from Out of Spec on YouTube. This is, I believe, the Mammoth parking lot where the Hugback Driver Assistance Challenge leads from. Yeah.
The what?
This is what they do, a test of the driver assistance thing, so like autopilot, blue cruise.
Up there where it says...
from that parking lot onto
Smash in this car.
onto on the highway here, because of all the twists and turns and stuff. I can see why. This doesn't look that crazy on YouTube, but definitely more here. Let's see. Well, we don't even have driver assistance in here, so no testing for us. We do have blind spot monitoring, which we just found. Could use it, because I'm having a hard time staying in the lane. Got a Chevy Bolt coming up.
Do they still make those?
Dirty. Yeah. But that's the EUV, the larger one. They are very affordable. They're not horrible, their main problem is charging is very slow. Like 55 kilowatt max charging. Cool. Boys.
Got the one.
Boys.
Axel, drink some water, bud, please.
Look at his fuzzy head. Okay, so we've been ascending quite a bit. Let's see what our consumption is right now. Oh, still at 17. Right now, this is definitely one disadvantage of pickup. Because our suitcases and skis are just gonna sit here unprotected. If only we had a tonneau cover. That'll last new. All right, well, we're cruising here in style now in the Gladiator. Woo-hoo! Time to hit the open road and the mountains where it's 50 degrees. This is the new lifestyle for us. We are Jeep Gladiator people. Woo-ha! Yeehaw! We're gonna get this for our ranch up in Wyoming.
Hold on to your hat.
There's no air coming in.
There's no air coming in here. No air. No air. No air.
Oh, please. Barely
No.
any air. Barely
No
any air.
air. No air. If your hat goes flying out through
It's not. There's barely. Look, epic.
There's no air.
Epic.
There's no zero air.
Please, your hair. There's air in your hair.
No air.
Yeehaw!
Yeah!
Hold on to your hats, bozos.
See if your headphones on. Woo! All right, next stop, Beaver Creek. All right, well, the dream is over. We're this close, but it was 40 degrees. We were all sitting in here shivering. We had the heat blasting and the heated seats on, and we were still freezing. So, all right. Well, we'll do it again on a warmer day, and definitely when we're back in Denver. It's kind of nice.
Hey, look at this.
It's not as nice as like a real convertible, but it's not bad. It was nice when the sun was out. All right, back up into the mountains. We're going through the Vail Pass here at 10,600 feet. It's quite cold outside. Oh, it's 37 out now. Good thing we put the roof on.
Gladiator.
Oh, Gladiator Parade! All right, dear. So now that we have been driving around here in the Gladiator, what do you think?
It's fine.
Should we put our order in?
No. No.
Oh, well, you're not a fan of this car? Oh, it's 53 now. Top off?
No, we're good. I'm still pretty chilled.
Yeah.
No, it's
The heat in here is surprisingly not great. The heated seat really didn't get that hot either. Could just be because we're absolutely freezing, but you never know. So, and I would say this is not a very comfortable. My butt is
my
sore
butt
from
is
this
so
car.
sore. I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, I didn't know if it was just from like
Yeah.
our whole day.
I mean, it could be, but we'll have to see how it does on our drive back out to Denver also. But yeah, so considering that this car is basically in the same range as the Model Y, so very base version was 38, and it goes all the way up to 61.
Yeah.
This one is pretty close to the base, so it was like 40 something.
This was
Yeah, not the worst turning radius in the world though for such a long car. But yeah, not a lot of pickup.
it was that turn.
Okay, yeah, this thing froze. Yeah, second time the CarPlay is frozen in here. Yeah, so I mean, pretty expensive car, and you're certainly not getting luxury in here. I guess you're just getting kind
I
of
don't think
the
you do it for the luxury.
yeah. I guess you're just getting the adventure lifestyle. But I mean, I guess the Rivian is like twice as much, but still, I'd much rather have that. Although Rivian, you got to get on this roof situation. Well, I guess the sunroof is.
I mean that's like,
except it doesn't open, but
that's fine.
Yeah.
I think it keeps you warm. It's all season.
yeah. All right. Well, we're here at Beaver Creek.
Stop by the office so that.
Yes, sir. All right, last day in the Gladiator, or probably at least the last real drive. We're driving back from the mountains. We're heading up through the, I forget which pass this is, Loveland Pass, I guess? The highest point. And this car has been driving just absolutely terrible. We are like pigged at, it's only 3,500 RPM, but it sounds like the car's going to explode for the last 20 minutes. Yeah. And we're barely getting to 55 miles an hour.
I even asked Becca to like look up if I was on the right drive.
No, it's just like struggling. I guess part of it is the altitude, but I think also this car is just underpowered. And we're in the tunnel.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's been a beautiful drive. Oh, there's the bump. Heading through the mountains. And oof, can't say I'm gonna miss the Gladiator at all. Ride is not very good. Definitely does not drive very well. And even like the fun party piece of taking the roof off, honestly it's not a very, I'd much rather just have a convertible, like powered convertible where you can put it up and down faster. You don't have to worry about 20 latches, and especially if it's raining or something or cold, you can get it back on much more quickly. So, and like even the trunk bed, I don't feel like you can fit all that much in there, plus like it's not covered, so you gotta worry about stuff getting taken.
An option of like getting it covered, you just have to
Sure. Yeah, but like, it's not that way, so I feel like that's not a very good, doesn't actually help with anything. Like, you can't even like pile stuff up in there because you're worried it's going to go flying out also. So anyway, we're, I guess, not too upset to say goodbye to this car. Sad that we didn't end up with the Tesla. Although it definitely would have been a much tighter ride. And it was nice to try something else out for a change, but I guess we sort of got the Hertz rental experience of a Tesla without actually getting the Tesla, which is not so good. But, yeah. Oh, also getting horrible gas mileage in here. Alright. Coming out of the tunnel soon. See the mountains. Alright, well, we are driving back now. We're going to be returning the Gladiator pretty soon. And I have to say that now, after a few days of driving it, and in kind of different conditions through the highways around Denver, through the suburbs, out on the mountain roads and stuff, going out to the ski resorts, just, I don't know, there's not much that's appealing.
I want to buy it.
You want to buy this? What do you like? What do you like about it, Anders?
That you can take off the roof.
Yeah, I mean that's the best part about it for sure, being able to take the roof off. But even that kind of gets old pretty quickly. And what I'd much rather just have like an actual convertible with especially with like a power top like we had when we used to have our Z4, especially like for when it's raining or it's cold or snowing or anything, like having to kind of pull off onto like the shoulder or finding a rest stop or something to be able to go like pull the top panels back out of the trunk bed and then stick them back on the car. It's definitely not super convenient. And it meant that we ended up driving like an extra 10 minutes freezing driving through the mountains that was totally necessary. Plus then you're wasting space in the back for the panels that go up on the roof. And like you have to be worried about them flying out, getting scratched up, all kinds of stuff. So, I didn't love that. And then, especially for a car that costs kind of the same thing as Model Y, or like at least in that kind of territory, I just, I would expect like something else about this to stand out a little more. The driving characteristics and handling and everything are pretty bad in this. There's just like so much play in the steering wheel that like I just found myself having a hard time kind of keeping in the lane. And then like at least this trim not having any sort of adaptive cruise control or any other like driver assistance stuff was really a pain for driving the highway too. What?
You don't like this car?
It's okay. I don't like it as much as our car. I like our car is better, don't you? I would definitely rather have the Rivian than this. You know, especially for like what's kind of
I want to get
a fourth car. Okay. Especially for what's kind of advertised as like a sort of adventure off-roady car. I'd much rather have the Rivian than this. The lack of torque.
Not coming in the ear.
We still have some time, yeah. The lack of like torque in this just makes me feel like it probably wouldn't do all that well off-road and like in the dirt and sand and stuff. I just feel like you'd be spinning the wheels constantly, and it takes so long to kind of get into response. And then, even like horsepower-wise and stuff, like this car just, I really didn't feel the performance very much in it. Especially like going up the highway through the mountains here in Colorado. It was just like really struggling to kind of keep pace and keep the car going, even with like traffic and stuff. Even here, like speed limit's 75 and having a hard time getting it like above 70. So, I don't feel like it's doing particularly well there. Build quality doesn't feel especially great either. Like it just feels like, if you're going to be driving this off-road and jostling and bumping it around, it feels like stuff is going to get loose, and you're probably going to spend a bunch of time and money getting that fixed and everything too. So, I don't know. I thought I might enjoy the Jeep a little bit more, but I am definitely quite happy to keep up with the EV lifestyle. Plus, this costs so much in gas, just because the mileage and consumption is so bad here. So, for all of those reasons, I'm going to continue being an EV guy. All right, well, with that, thank you so much for watching. I know this is a little bit of a departure from our traditional stuff on the channel, but especially since we were supposed to have a Tesla and ended up with this instead, I thought it was a worthwhile comparison. All right, and that is the conclusion of our Jeep Gladiator story. And funnily enough, we're returning it right next to a Tesla Model 3. Now, I don't see any Ys here now either, but a whole bunch of different 3s here. So I will say that was a fun car to have, and I'm glad we had that experience. The boys loved it. Obviously, the blue pops, and it's a very noticeable car. Felt very Colorado, but not the same as having an EV for sure, especially out there on those roads. So I enjoyed having that, but I think that was probably a one and done for us. All right, so hopefully next time some of the bugs will be a little bit more ironed out, and we will be able to get our Tesla for our rental. All right, well, thanks, Hertz. With that, I wanted to thank you for watching. If you like this, please do consider giving this a like and subscribing to the channel. We've got a ton more stuff coming along. With that, thanks for watching. We'll see you out there on the road. Say bye, guys.
Bye.